Hi everyone, good morning. It's Friday, it's not Monday. I'm doing a little bonus live today because I was just about to do a little chill out for myself, and I thought actually it's a really nice thing to share with everybody in the group. So I thought I'd come on and do it as a live. So I hope you're all having a lovely Friday. The weather is lovely today. I've just been for a dog walk and the sky is blue. So if you haven't been outside yet, please do try and get outside. Just wondered for your mental well-being and for your health in general, just to get that time out and be outside. So Monday's live, I was talking a lot about the hormones that help with weight loss. And one of the hormones that I spoke about was cortisol, which is our stress hormone. And I talked about how cortisol is one of those hormones that's very hard to regulate through nutrition. And we have to really support our cortisol and our stress through lifestyle and, the way that we support ourselves through lifestyle. So I thought I'd come on because today I'm just taking a bit of time out to do something that I do most days, and it's all about supporting cortisol and bringing stress down, and that is breath work. And I have talked about breath work a little bit before, but I just thought there's quite a few new members. I'd come on and talk about it again. I've got a lovely handout on breath work which I'm going to share with you guys as well in the group later. So why is breath work important? So breathing is one of those things that we do automatically from the second we're born. We're breathing, right? And we do it without even thinking about it. It's something we do all the time. You can survive for several days without food, but you cannot survive more than a few minutes without breathing. It's so fundamental that your body just does it automatically. But we don't often think about breathing. We don't ever consciously breathe. And because of that, we spend a lot of time not breathing properly. Believe it or not, there is a way to breathe properly. And this is really, really important for our well-being, because when we breathe properly, we're taking in oxygen, and oxygen is so fundamental for every function in the body that if you're not getting enough oxygen, things like, you can be fatigued. So fatigue, one common symptom, cause of fatigue is not enough oxygen going around the body, not breathing properly. We need oxygen for brain function, for cognitive function, to clear out toxins in the body. We need oxygen. We need to be breathing well all the time, and we just don't do it. So I wanted to give you a little demo of what I do, and I recommend it to clients as well. And it's really good because what it's doing is it's bringing oxygen into the body. It's also getting you out of that fight and flight mode, which is raising our cortisol. So what we want to do is we want to come out of fight and flight mode and go into rest and digest mode. And by sitting and doing a few proper breaths, that's a really good way of triggering that rest and digest mode and getting you out of fight and flight. So I do this sometimes when I'm sitting in traffic. You're sitting in the car and the traffic's not moving and you're late to pick the kids up, and you can feel yourself getting stressed, and so you can't control it. There's nothing you can do about it. You're stuck there. So what could you do? You could do a couple of minutes of just breathing really properly while you're sitting in the traffic waiting. I do it in the line at the post office when I'm in a queue. I do it in the bath, because in the bath it's obviously super relaxing and you can have some essential oils or a nice candle burning and really sort of enjoy the breath. I also do it and I'm getting into bed. When I get into bed and I, to go to sleep, I will do a couple of breaths then, just to get my body ready to go in, to sleep and to start breathing really nicely and deeply for my sleep. So it is something I recommend that you do. So I'm going to do it now with you. And so you're not allowed to laugh because it's not really something I do in public. I don't normally do it sort of in front of people like this, but I just thought it would be a really good thing to talk you guys through, because it is so simple and we just don't realise that we're not doing it. So proper breath work is something that you have to really sort of study and work out, and it's a real skill that you develop, and you can go really deep with breath work and achieve some really wonderful experiences in the body. But this isn't that. This is just about giving you a few seconds just to go and reground yourself, and it's so beneficial. So if you don't do any other breath work or any meditation or any mindfulness, just do this and you will really notice the difference. So the first thing I would say is that you do want to make sure that you're sitting upright, because you do want all this diaphragm area to be as open as possible. So sitting like this is just not really going to help you get all that oxygen in. So wherever you are, you do want to think about your posture and sit up straight and sort of just get that nice gap in the, in the lungs and then the diaphragm. The other thing that you want to do is when you're breathing, when you breathe in, your lungs should expand. So you should actually feel the lungs and your rib cage come out. And when you breathe out and you exhale, everything should collapse again. Very often, if we're not thinking about our breath, it goes the other way. So when you breathe in, you contract your lungs, and when you breathe out, everything relaxes. And that's the wrong way around. It's meant to be, gets wider as you breathe in and gets smaller as you breathe out. So all you want to do is get comfortable, be reasonably straight. You don't need to be like all rigid, but just make sure that you have got a nice gap here in your rib cage. And you just want to do it, you're counting to 5. So you take a breath in through the nose, counting to 5 in your head. Then you want to hold that breath for a few seconds, you know, for like 4 or 5 seconds. You just want to hold that breath in the body, and then you want to slowly release it again, counting to 5. And I would say do that 3, 4, 5 times. That is it. That's all you need to do. It takes a few seconds. So I'm going to do it with you now. Okay, so. Okay, so that was 3 times. It takes, what, 15 seconds? But I can really feel the oxygen going around the body, the breath going around the body. I feel relaxed. I feel my heart rate settle. I feel my breathing rate settle. It's just a really good thing to do. So please do try it. I'm now going to sit and have my green tea because I'm all lovely and relaxed. But please do try it. You know, just find a few moments to give it a go and try and do it a few times over the course of the day and just see how that helps you, how you feel. Do you already do some kind of breath work? You know, it'd be lovely if you can share on the group what you do, or if you've tried this and how it makes you feel. So any thoughts, and if there's any, if you'd like more information on breathwork and you want to take it even deeper than that, then obviously I can, you know, recommend some social media people to follow or books to read. There's lots and lots of resources on breathwork, so there's lots of amazing things you can do. But just starting that, it doesn't need to be complicated, a few times a day, just to really support the body and bring us out of that stress mode and back into that restful, peaceful mode. And I will see you all later. Have a lovely, lovely Friday. Cheers.